Gotta get myself hydrated. What's up, guys? Caesar here for another epic convention haul, or should I say another pickups video, you might say. First of all, I would like to thank Billy and Jay, well, especially Jay, since he's the one that started all this, for keeping this convention alive for 4 years. 4 years, now that's really cool. Even though I've only been there for 3, but that's alright. This year's Retropalooza was amazing, and it was awesome, fantastic. I can fit every single damn adjective in the book just to describe how amazing, and did I say amazing twice? How great this convention is, because this is my only local convention that I will go to every year.
Hey, how you doing, man? What's up?
What's up?
I remember this. We did this before.
Oh yeah.
1 year ago.
There was a legend.
Yes.
A legendary beast. His name was Scott Squatch.
I'm trying to think of McCall with Scott Squatch.
Oh, I remember something like that.
Yeah, I'm a peaceful Scott Squatch.
He's very docile now.
Yeah.
Hey guys! Somehow I got the dumb idea to record video off of my phone. Now I'm not saying it's crap. The video quality of the phone, the recording quality of my phone is, when it comes to video, it's really good. But what sucks is, you know how it gets so loud in the convention hall? In the convention, because the convention center was so loud, it kind of muddled the sound. It made the video sound like it's underwater. So I'm just gonna show parts of clips, maybe some audible stuff. At least I'll put in some things that you can at least hear. I'll try to subtitle the whole thing. And of course, meeting all the people that I'm acquainted with, like Pat the NES Punk.
How's it going, Pat? Hey. Hello, sir.
And Norm the Gaming Historian, and a bunch of other people.
Check through. Alright, what's good, man? Good to see you again. Alright.
Other YouTubers that's showing up here from out of state are Metal Jesus.
How's it going?
How's it going, man?
Good.
Look at this
Ooh, I mean, look at this. He has import Dreamcast games. Who have those?
import rate. Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna buy some of those.
And Pixel Dan, which I'm a really big fan of the guy.
Well, this is all Pixel Dance. How's it going? Hey, how are you?
Dan.
First time being here, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you being first year. I mean,
It is my first year. I'm
awesome.
very excited. It's a good time so far.
I can't wait for the new series that you're gonna put on.
Also from out of the country, from down under, we got Allie Flanagan. You might know her on YouTube as 8-Bit Allie or Allie Flanagan. She does reviews and stuff. She's also really good friends with Wood and Game Chasers and almost everybody. And actually meeting her for the first time in person, because we will only the only communication we ever had was through Twitter and social media and all that stuff. But actually talking to her in person, having a real conversation, it feels pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, 8-Bit Allie, subscribe to her. She's awesome. Awesomest Australian. Both her and Wood are awesome, but let's
He
go.
ended up buying it. Do you remember the Alien 3 figure?
Well, I guess you can say the same for Natalie. Well, Natalie Green, that is.
Interesting story, because I actually met Natalie at SGC. She dressed up as Mega Man. I will post a picture right here on this video, but this is actually it's actually the first time I saw anyone come as Mega Man and Mega Man X. That was amazing.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. I've dressed up this day my whole life to be able to get bring it in. We're doing this. Yeah. Alright.
There's no awesome feeling than getting a hug. Now, with all that aside, let's get started with this video and let me show you what I've got this weekend. Let's just start off with some games that I bought from Scott Squatch. So, most of you know who Scott Squatch is. If not, I'm going to put everyone's channel into the description below and all their social stuff, but check them out. They're really cool people. First thing on the list in Scott Squatch's booth was Kabuki Quantum Fighter on the NES. I've heard so much about this weird-ass game. I mean, you're a Kabuki, which is like this, It's pretty much like a mime, like Japanese theater kind of thing, with long hair, like a lion, like a lion's mane. You might heard sound clips from, like, they call it the samurai yell, but it's not really a samurai yell, it's a kabuki yell. I would love to talk about this game in a future video, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. Next on the list is Mega Man ZX on the Nintendo DS. This is the one Mega Man game that I've been looking for so many years, ever since they've been announcing it on Nintendo Power and Electronic Gaming Monthly. I remember reading a lot of issues of Nintendo Power that talked about this because the screenshots looked really good, and I just wanted to play this game so badly. Now I can, and I can't wait to check it out. This one's a game that everybody knows about, Final Fantasy VIII. Now my Final Fantasy PlayStation collection is almost complete. I just needed this game and possibly Final Fantasy Tactics. If not, I'm gonna have to look for it. For those of you who don't know, I've gotten a Dreamcast recently, really cheap, and this is my first Dreamcast game that I bought. This is Crazy Taxi 2. Even though I can find the other, even though I played the original Crazy Taxi, I heard this one's really good. This is a collection of games that I've loved because it's easier to get in a collection because now these games are really, really expensive. Mega Man X collection on the PlayStation 2. Now I had the same collection on the GameCube, and it's fine. It's just Mega Man X1, X through X6, and has that Mega Man Battle and Chase game, which is the racing game. I love this series. This is one of the best.
40 bucks even.
40 bucks.
Yes. Yeah. 40 bucks, not bad. Woo!
Yeah, I stole Aaron's line there.
Finally got to meet up with Rich, aka OKC420.
How's it going, Chief?
How's it going?
Hey!
How you been? You
Doing
good?
good, man.
Awesome, man. You went to the Retropalooza last year?
Yeah. First time I actually get to see you, man.
Yeah? Did you go to Houston?
Just no. Work.
Oh, no.
Damn work.
But hey, you're here.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Alright.
What's up, brothers? What's
up?
going on? You good?
I'm good.
Yeah? Awesome, man.
Alright.
There's just a lot of stuff to do, a lot of tournaments going on.
Oh, speaking of
Tons
tournaments,
of things.
He hooked me up with some better deals on some games that I've been looking for too. Let's start off with the Genesis. We have Decap Attack, complete in box with, this is a really long manual. This is the first time I've ever seen the Genesis manual that's this long. Kind of reminds me of an NES manual, except it's longer. You see? It's complete in box, so Decap Attack is a fun game. I would love to talk about it sooner or later if you want to, that is. No, I could probably do an episode on this like right now. Or next week. Possibly stay tuned. Perfect timing for Halloween. This is a really classic Disney game on the Genesis. It's Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. Now, I know there's the remake, and also the remake was pretty good. Now, remember when I said last year I got World of Illusion with Donald Duck. Now I got the original Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. Not bad. I love that game. Anything with Mickey Mouse I would play. As long as it's good. Let's move on to some Famicom games. Now, Rich had to import these because he wanted to satisfy his customers, or you can say the local regulars. So I got like 3 Famicom games because I love to beef up my Famicom collection because I'm totally into imports. We have this I don't know what this is. It's I know it's the Technos, those little high school kids. You guys should know what River City Ransom is. So this is actually part of the series where the same high school does like sports and everything. I mean, Super Dodgeball is a good example. And there was another game. There was a bunch of other games. This is the hockey one. Yeah. So I would love to play that. And I got Astro Boy. Now, I've said it before and I've said it again. I love the Astro Boy anime. I grew up watching Astro Boy. Now I want to see how the Famicom game is. And it's made by Konami, so it has to be good. definitely. And I also got Bomberman 2. This was fairly priced. I mean, sure. I mean, I love Bomberman. Let's just hope that Konami actually sells off the property to somebody presentable, someone who will actually make more Bomberman games. Konami sucks now. Goddamn. That's a Jigglypuff gold card. You find these at Burger King. It's been a long time since I've seen any of these. I had everyone had the Pikachu one. I remember my cousin getting the Mewtwo and Mew one. Lucky bastard. The hell is this?
Oh, those Ruxpin.
Yeah, the cave.
It's a weird caveman, weird Tarzan caveman dude here.
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
I'm a caveman.
And I didn't know if they worked or not.
Caveman Caesar.
I used to be a caveman because I had a big ass beard.
Let's move on to one of the newest members of the Retropalooza family, Pixel Dan. I actually bought 2 games from him actually. One is a quite uncommon game. It's Battletoads Double Dragon on the Sega Genesis. Now, I actually have the Super Nintendo version, which is miles better, by the way. You see, it's nice to have the same game, but on different consoles, because it's like having Aladdin on the Super Nintendo and on the Genesis. They're both the same name, but different games. The Adventures of Batman and Robin is another good one. Same property, but different games. And I also got WWF Raw, one of the better Super Nintendo wrestling games. I mean, on par with Royal Rumble, you might say. Ever since I got in the NES Game Genie with the code book, I've been pretty obsessed with finding Game Genie stuff nowadays. Because I got the Game Genie for the Game Boy, which is right here. I've actually tested these out, so, except for the other 2. I tested the Game Boy one out, but I don't know about these 2. Game Genie, I got this from Scott Squatch as well, I forgot to mention. This is the Game Genie for the Genesis. And also this is the Game Genie for Super Nintendo. I've yet to try these out, but if they do, man, I would love to try these out. I finally got the chance to meet Greg Honeycutt of Game Brothers, which is a store in Houston. Now that store has been visited by the Game Chasers and Okie Chief, 8-Bit Eric. He's a really cool guy. Thank you, Greg, for hooking me up with great deals. Let's start with this one. This is the IntelliVoice voice synthesis module. This is what they put on the Intellivision that makes certain games talk, like B-17 Bomber and Bomb Squad. Surely there's more than just those 2, but hey, I will try this out on my Intellivision. Is it compatible with the Intellivision 2? You know, the small white one. It should. It should work. It's just an adapter, so yeah. And I also got one of the hardest to find games on the Game Gear. Well, in my opinion, that is, because no one's ever heard of... I don't think nobody even heard of this game, or even talked about it. It's Surf Ninjas on the Game Gear. Now, just a disclaimer, this is not the game that showed up in the movie. This is something totally different, but probably, maybe not. Because the screenshots kind of look the same, but hey, I'll probably make a video on this. And we got more imports. Now, I forget who I bought these from. He didn't leave like a business card or anything, but he was a great guy. He hooked me up with great deals. Let's start with Famicom. This is Ganbare Goemon. This is the original Mystical Ninja game, where Goemon looks like an actual samurai before he had the blue hair and the... Well, he did attack with a pipe and everything, but hey, I got the original Goemon game. And this one is YY World 2. This is the game where you play a lot of different Konami characters like Simon Belmont and the Vic Viper, Goemon, and the Twinbee. You can play as Twinbee in here. This is the sequel to YY World, obviously. And this is the better game. The first one was kind of okay. I have the first one, and I heard this is a really fun game. Now let's move on to the current console that I'm collecting for, mainly, is the Super Famicom. Super Famicom is, in fact, the Japanese Super Nintendo. Here I have Super Bomberman 3. Now, I played this game on a TurboGrafx, but if it's the same, then... If it's the same game, then probably not. But then again, I will totally play this. Then we have Poppin' Twinbee. Now, I have the Twinbee Rainbow Bell Adventure, which is a fun platformer, by the way. But this is the top-down shooter that Twinbee should be. Wow. Twinbee should be. Wow. I didn't notice that I actually said that. Alright. It's a great game. It's a great game. I finally have it. I've been looking for this game for so long because people keep telling me, get this game so many times. It's Gundam Wing Endless Duel. This was the definitive fighting game, well, the definitive Gundam fighting game. I watched kind of a bit of Gundam as a kid. I was mostly into other anime like Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, and there's a bunch of other ones. Now, I do appreciate Gundam for what it is, and also Robotech. I did watch some Robotech and Gundam, but not as... I'm not like a hardcore Gundam fan. But I appreciate it, and I like it. I'm just not a fan of it. I didn't like it enough to be a fan. But I'm not mad at I'm not hating on Gundam. I like it, but I can't love it since I didn't grow up efficiently with it. You know? Now these are just common games that I've wanted as a kid. This one is, of course, everyone's probably in their top 5 Nintendo 64 games. Banjo-Kazooie. Now, I played this game with my cousins a long time ago, and this is a real fun game. Now that they're going to make a successor to it, Yooka-Laylee, which probably will come out next year, or the year after next, I don't know. I'm going to play this again for good old time's sake. Also, I have Pinocchio on the Super Nintendo. Now, I don't know, people keep telling me this is the only Pinocchio game on the Super Nintendo, but that's not true, because there's also one on the Genesis. Maybe it's because they're developed by different companies? I don't know. I really don't know, because people keep telling me, oh, that's the only good one. The Genesis version is crap. I have not tried the Genesis yet, but I have played this version, but then again, I still like it. Pinocchio's awesome. This is another movie license game. This is 007 Tomorrow Never Dies on the PlayStation. Now, I did play GoldenEye and The World Is Not Enough on the Nintendo 64. This one, however, is pretty much an exclusive to that, but Hey, Pierce Brosnan was one of the best. Especially on GoldenEye. Now, call me lazy, but I've been really wanting some repros of certain games. I finally got myself a repro of Alien Soldier, which is a game recommended by Ali Flanagan. It's a really, really tough game, but I've also been keeping my eye on other repros. I've recently got Snow Brothers as well, and I also got Pulseman right here. I mean, I got Pulseman this weekend, but hey, Pulseman is one of those games that was never released. It was, sort of. You see, if you don't know what Sega Channel is, it's this service where you get to download games onto your Genesis via the TV cables or the internet or something. It's pretty much the equivalent of what PSN would have been like in the 90s, except PlayStation wasn't even a thing yet. Not just yet. So I got Pulseman, the repro, and I also got another repro of... This is a double pack. These are 2 Super Nintendo games. One is a Blockbuster exclusive, and the other is basically just once was a common game that sold for cheap, and now it's just... Shortly, it just skyrocketed to be the most highly sought after Super Nintendo game. They are Hagane and Metal Warriors. Don't hate me for this. This is the only way I could play them, because I remember playing Hagane with my cousin. He had it. He bought a legit copy of Hagane years ago. I remember liking Metal Warriors as well back in the day. He had those too. It's just that I never saw my cousin again. I don't know why. He sold off his Super Nintendo collection for God knows how much. But damn. At least I finally got the chance to play Hagane again and Metal Warriors as well. I mean, it's nice to have repros because there's some games that were never translated into English and never came out to America, or they're just pretty damn hard to find. So this is basically the easy way. So it's on you. It depends on you. If you like to keep things original, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. I'm not hating on you for that. So this is basically it. That's the end of this video, and I will totally come back with awesome stuff next year at Retropalooza 2017. Possibly. And maybe if I get popular enough on this channel, maybe I'll have my own panel. I got lots of crazy ideas, but hey, I gotta work hard to do that. And it takes dedication to do something like this. Like, comment, subscribe for more pickups videos and to see more reviews that I will be posting in the near future. Really, really good ones. So game on, rock on, and party on, dudes. Have a good one, and I should really get some sleep. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.
So I'm here hanging out with Billy right here. How's it going?
It's going good. How much so?
Oh, not bad, man, not bad. Just finding good deals.
You have hunting eyes. You have hunting eyes. Haunted eyes. It's a good thing.
It is good.
I bet the chicks dig it.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of chicks in here.
You just show your eyes. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Go in there, sit down, say, what the fuck am I doing in here? Get up and leave.